What is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my new format, Banlist 6 Samurai deck profile for you guys today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I am super sorry that I wasn't able to give you guys this deck list as fast as I could once the Banlist dropped. I try to give you guys the best content possible and trying to, playtest the deck before I actually showcase you guys my finalized deck profile for this format. So I really hope you guys enjoy this deck nonetheless, and yeah, so this deck is super fun to play. You know what I mean? Sad thing is, Gateway, I don't think it will ever come back to the TCG, man. I don't know what they have against 6 Samurais here in the TCG, but, Gateway is doing nothing in the OCG, so, fam, Konami, why can't you just give us our 2 Gateways, you know what I mean? Even one Gateway would have been enough. As long as there's a format where it's all monster effects, I don't think the 6 Samurais are going to be compatible. Most of the decks in today's format rely on monster effects anyways, so spawn traps wouldn't even matter. And I really don't want to go into the Trio Landois just to negate monster effects and having to pitch out spells in your hand. So, nonetheless, this deck is still very, very fun to play. I'm loving this deck. This deck is super fun. And you know what? I'll never give up on 6 Samurai. This is my deck. This is the deck that built up this channel. So, you know what? As I progress to the deck profile, I'll be explaining to you guys all my card choices and the reason why I play them. Let me tell you guys right now, I do have a 30,000 subscriber contest going on, even though I am at 40,000 subscribers now. If you guys want a chance to win free playmats and free TeamSamuraiX1 tokens, make sure you guys check out the link in the description box below. It should be the first link. And you guys have exactly 5 days to enter this contest. So make sure you guys go enter it right now. And you know what? Once that contest finishes, I'm going to be making a 40,000 subscriber contest giveaway. So you know what? Stay tuned for more giveaways from this channel, man. It's going to be absolutely unreal. So without further ado, guys, enough talking. Let's get started with this deck profile. Starting with the monsters real quick. You want to play the basic standard 6 Samurai engine. Triple Kagemusha. Very, very amazing. For those of you who are new to 6 Samurais, what you want to do with Kagemusha's effect is that if any cards that were to target your 6 Samurai monsters, you basically change the target to this card instead. So let's say your opponent were to activate cards like Breakthrough Skill just to try to bait out your Shin's negation. What you can do is that if you have a face-up Kagemusha on board, you basically redirect the target to this card instead. So let's say you have a Shin and Kagemusha, they like to, use cards to bait out your Shin's negation. You can be like activate Kagemusha's effect to redirect that Breakthrough Skill target to Kagemusha instead, so that way that you don't have to waste your Shin's negation. And so yeah, so Triple Kagemusha is just your main tuner of the deck. You must play Triple Kagemusha. Very, very standard. Next off to our level 3s, double Kageki, very, very good, and double Elder. I love Elder because you're one of the best asceticism targets in the deck, and it also helps you make the Cheribis. Kazan, very standard, really, really good. Your Blackwing Boar of the deck, which is amazing. Helps you spam the board. First one, Shien and Kazan is still pretty good because, if Shien were to die, you just destroy Kazan instead. So, triple Kazan. Next one, play Nishi, MVP of the deck, because you can banish 2 6-iron monsters to basically compulse your opponent face-up monster to their hand, which is pretty good. And it also becomes 2200 while you control 2 more 6-iron monsters, which is pretty nice. And it's also an asceticism target for Kageki. So once Kageki is at 1700, you can asceticism Kazan, no, not Kazan, you can asceticism Kageki, bring out Inishi, and yeah. And that's pretty much it. 1 Inishi. Next one play, of course, 1 Sanji. Still really good. Really great asceticism target for Kazan as well. Also helps you make rank 4 XYZs when you go asceticism Sanji, which is pretty nice. So 1 Sanji. And last but not least, 1 Grandmaster to round off our Mon lineup. Grandmaster, I explained to you all my deck profiles. Love and hate relationship with this card. Sometimes this card is not good because most of the time, if you do not have a 6-iron monster on the board and you top deck this card late game, it sucks. It's really, really bad. But nonetheless, this card is really, really good. If you open up with it, especially special summoning it, and while you control 6-iron monster can be pretty huge. And also, once Kazan is at 2100, you can basically asceticism Grandmaster out from your deck, which is pretty cool. And let me explain to you guys my reasoning why I do not play Great Shogun Shien. If I have a love and hate relationship for Grandmaster, I'm telling you right now, I'll have just a hate relationship with Shogun. Great Shogun Shigen, nonetheless, is an amazing card, a really good card, but it just requires too much for him to be summoned. Grandmaster requires 1 6-iron monster to be on the field to special summon himself. Shogun needs 2 monsters to special summon himself. Can you imagine if you draw it, mid or late game and you have no monster on the board? You just essentially become a dead draw. You can argue that with every card in the deck, cards like, United and things like that. But you know what? Having that Shogun in your hand will just not benefit you in any way at all. Like, if you top deck the Shogun while you have no monsters, you have to essentially wait 2 more turns to hopefully top deck into 2 more 6-iron monsters to summon. And that's not even guaranteed that those monsters are going to stay alive if you summon it on the field to just try to summon Shogun. So that's why I don't like Great Shogun Shien. It's a great card, but it just requires you too much to just summon him, and he essentially become a dead draw during mid or late game. If you draw him early, really, really amazing. If you draw him mid or late game, is just really, really bad. And most of the time during game 2 and 3s anyways, I would side out Grandmaster because of that problem, because sometimes I won't control a 6-iron monster. Most of the time I'll just go first in a Tree Beast, and you know what I mean? If I have a Tree Beast with back row, and if I talk like Grandmaster, like, whoop, okay, this is useless, you know what I mean? Especially the same reason if you talk like a Shogun Shien, you'd be like, okay, this is useless. You know, you can argue the same thing with United as well, but United is more versatile because if you draw the United, you can essentially draw another 6-iron monster next turn, summon the 6-iron monster, pitch United to draw 1 card. So, yeah, so Grandmaster is definitely the one off the deck, and that's why I do not play Great Shogun Shien. Really low monster count because you are playing, you know, Shien Smoke Signal, you're playing 13 monsters in this deck. And with Shien Smoke Signal, you basically are playing 16. So, yeah, triple asceticism, very, very good. Helps you OTK and helps you bring out your Shien first turn and the Trade Beast first turn, which is really, really nice. Triple Shien Smoke Signal, very standard. Your searcher of the deck. Triple 6-iron United. Oh my god, loving this card, man. To be honest, guys, ever since I had my 6-iron deck, I never got rid of 6-iron United. It's just so beautiful as a super rare. Very, very nice. Triple United, your pot of the deck, which is really, really good. 1 Reinforcing the Army, 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Regeki, and last but not least, 1 Soul Charge. That's pretty much it for spells. I do not play any back removal because I don't think it's necessary to play any back removals in this deck. You have cards like Shien and the Tree Beast also negate all the back rolls anyway, so I felt like back rolls removal is not needed. If you guys definitely want to take out 1 card for a back row removal if you guys want, take out the Upstart Goblin and just play maybe an MST or a Twin Twister, but that's my personal opinion. I like the Upstart Goblin better because it decks in the decks and it also makes the deck more consistent that way that you are more than likely going to see Shien or the Tree Beast first turn, which is really, really what you want to do with this deck. So this is pretty much it for the spell. Soul Charge is very, very powerful because if you open up Soul Charge, you can basically go into Shien Nat Beast first turn, which is very, very powerful. So that's pretty much it for our spells. Let's go off to our traps. This deck has tons of heavy back row. The way that I like to function this deck is summon Shien set 5. Summon the Tree Beast set 4. Summon, you know, Barkion set 2, set 3. You know, like summon a boss monster set 3, and then you're playing control. You know what I mean? I don't want to play aggressive because, you know, 6 Samurais cannot play aggressive in these type of formats. You got cards like Blue Eyes, Burning Abyss that are definitely have a better grind matchup than you do. They have a better engine than you do anyways because they're able to just dish out like so many monsters first turn and just run over all your monsters. Whereas 6 Samurais, you know, you want to protect your Shien as much as possible. It's like a protect Shien, protect Nat Beast deck. So you are playing a ton of heavy back row in this deck, and you know what? And you guys can see, I do not play any Shien's Dojo or anything like that because I love playing more of the control version rather than more of the aggressive aggro version for this deck. If definitely Gateway were to come back to 2, in the TCG, I'll definitely be trying out different builds to basically speed up the deck. But other than that, this build is the way I like it, and this is how I like to play the build, to play the control version of it. Let's go off to our traps real quick. You know, triple double-edged sword technique, very amazing, really good. Helps you go into your synchros, which is what you want, and basically adds more pressure on the board. You can potentially OTK your opponent with this card. Really, really good. So triple double-edged sword technique. Next turn of play, of course, 1 Backs to the Wall. I love this card. If you guys don't know what this card does, you basically play until you have 100 life points, special summon as many 6-iron monsters from your graveyard as possible with different names, and that's pretty much it. So this is like a massive soul charge for this deck. You know, this card helps you win so many games. It's such an underrated card. I played this card last format, and it works wonders. If you flip Backs to the Wall, you're not losing. If you unless your opponent goes barbar and just barbars you for game, but if you usually flip Backs to the Wall, you have so many resources on the field that you're just able to make different synchros, make Nat Beast, Barkion, things like that. And just basically apply a lot of damage on board, which is really, really good. Backs to the Wall is really amazing. Trust me, guys, it's a very, very gimmicky card, but you have to know when to use it. You don't want to use it when you have 8,000 life points, of course. You want to use it when, you know, you're low in life and things like that, and when you already know that you're already going to have game, and you already know that your board is already established enough to negate any problematic back rolls and things like that. That's when you can activate Backs to the Wall. It all depends on when, and, you know, it all depends on which is the right time to activate this card. But nonetheless, this card is a very powerful card. Once you activate it, you're able to just bring out so many 6 samurai monsters. Just help you go into a rank 4 XYZ plays. It also helps you go into single plays as well, which is very, very strong. So Run Backs to the Wall, really amazing card. I explained to you guys how good this card is many, many times. So Backs to the Wall, definitely. What about Anytime Thinness? Really, really good. One ball on this trap hole. Next for the Mirror Force engine, I do play the one Drowning Mirror Force because most of the time, if my opponent clears my 6 on my boards and I already have cards like Backs to the Wall or Double-Edged Sword technique set, this card is the least unexpected card that your opponent tries to go. They'll be like, okay, you know what? Maybe his back rolls, maybe nothing. Don't just ram into my back row and just Drowning Mirror Force them. You know, it's a very unexpected card. Very powerful card this format. Really, really good. Shuffles all the Pendulums back to the deck. Shuffles all the BAs back to the deck. which is really, really good as well. So Johnny Mirror Force is just an absolute nut. It's just really good, guys. I definitely even want to bump this card up to 2 in my personal opinion. Next, Double Quaking Mirror Force, really, really good cards. You know, Shin can basically ram over the monsters that'll flip face down, which is pretty good. This card is really good against Burning Beast matchup, Blue Eyes as well, because in Blue Eyes bypasses Return of the Dragon Lords, which is pretty good because this card does not destroy, it flips everything face down, and your opponent cannot flip it face up, which is pretty good. So that way that you can help stall until you draw into more of your combo pieces, which is pretty dope. So Double Quaking Mirror Force is really good against BAs as well, because guys all know BAs have a problem while they control another monster on the field other than Burning Mist, they'll just automatically die. So if they have a flip face down monster, they can't basically summon any BAs. So Quaking Mirror Force is just very good for that. Last but not least, I'm gonna play, of course, 1 Solemn Warning, really amazing, and 3 Solemn Strikes. This may be a little hefty for most of you players. You know, I know that this card, even though it got reprinted, I think it's still like, you know, $25 a piece or something. Still a very expensive card. What do you guys can play instead of this? And maybe Phoenix Chains. But I decided to cut out the Phoenix Chains for the Solemn Strikes because Solemn Strike is just overall powerful card. It's really good against the Pendulum matchup. Really good against most of the matchups in today's meta overall. Really good cards, negates effects, and also stops a summon, which is pretty crucial. So if you guys definitely do not have these, I would recommend taking it out for maybe a Floodgate Trap Hole, maybe Floodgate Trap Hole, maybe another Quaking Mirror Force or another Drowning Mirror Force. I'd also recommend taking this out for maybe a Phoenix Chain or Breakthrough Scales, but you know, I'm loving the Solemn Strike engine right now. It's very powerful. You know, it works towards my playstyle. As I said before, I love playing the control version. Summon Shin at 5. I want to see Solemn Strikes and Solemn Warning in my hand as much as possible. So these, you know, Solemn Brigade is just very strong. And you know what? Next format, this card is going to go to 1 anyways. It's kind of obvious because it got reprinted. You know, Konami wants you to buy all of these. So next format is definitely going to go to 1. But as of right now, I'm loving this card to 3. If you guys definitely want to take it out for Phoenix Chain, which is really good. So, and last but not least, 1 Save Zone. I love Save Zone as a card because it helps you stall until you draw all your combo pieces as well. Also, really good against cards that pop this card. So let's say your opponent goes, you know, Dragon Spirit of White, end phase, target Save Zone. Yeah, you can activate Save Zone's effect to chain onto the Dragon Spirit of White. You know, this card will get banished and Dragon Spirit of White will get destroyed, which is pretty good. So 1 Save Zone is just an absolutely amazing card. You know, helps you stall. You know, can you imagine Save Zone and Tree Beast against Pendulums? You automatically just win the duel. So Save Zone is just really amazing. Save Zone Shein as well, really good. You know, you draw into you help protect Shein, which is the deck is all about, and you help draw into all your combo pieces until you basically eventually see your plays and basically just go off. So this card is just another great stall tactic of the deck, in my personal opinion. So that's pretty much it for our traps. We are playing a heavy back row lineup. As I said before, this is a control version of 6 Samurai. It's not an OTK because you can't OTK decks like Blue Eyes or Pretty Abyss, man. You have to play control with 6 Samurais at all costs. So yeah, trust me guys, I've been playing this deck for so long now. I know how this deck should function. So now this is pretty much it for the spell and traps. Playing a 40 card deck. Let's go out to our, what is it called? Your extra deck, double Shein, 1 Nat Beast, 1 Barkion. No need for triple Shein. You won't ever go into it. Cherry Barkion, 1 Clear Wing, 1 Black Rose, very good. 1 Grow Guardian, level 6s. Next you're gonna play 1 Trish because you can easily make it with this deck. All you have to do is open up Elder, Asceticism, and a Kazan, or you can open up Kagemusha, Elder, and Kazan. You make a Trishula, which is pretty dope as well. It's really gimmicky. If you guys don't want to play, you guys don't have to, but I like to play him because you can make him. 1 Castell, 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur, 1 Abyss Abyss Dweller, 1 number 101 Silent Honor Arc, Utopia Engine, which is really good, and last but not least, 1 Giant Hand to run off our extra deck. So this is pretty much it for my deck profile, guys. I know you guys have been waiting for this deck for quite some time, so I really appreciate all the patience that you guys have been giving me. This is my best deck list yet for this deck for the upcoming format. If you guys definitely want to make your own changes to the deck, maybe adapt some of your cards in your own 6 Samurai deck, you guys can. But I've been just playtesting this deck for quite some time, and everything is just working wonders for me. So this is pretty much it for deck profile, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys enter my 30,000 subscriber contest in the description box below. The contest is almost over. You guys have exactly 5 days to enter. This is pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Let's see if we can give this video 500 plus likes. That would be really phenomenal. And you guys probably want to understand why you keep asking for likes. You know what I mean? When I ask you guys for likes, I wanted to know that you guys are loving my content. I don't get paid for likes. No YouTuber gets paid for likes. To be honest, no, you do not get paid for likes. I don't care. I just want you guys to thumbs the videos to show that, you know what, Sam, I love your content. I want to see more of your content. That's all I really want for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys use this video for 500 plus likes. That'll be absolutely phenomenal. And it's Sam from Team Samurai, Sam signing out. Alright guys. Peace!